All right, we back. No, nobody's here yet. Gives me a chance to set it up.
They're probably like ready to go.
And control room is up. We got, who's in here? We got 3 people back already. All right, let's get this turned. We're going to move everything for a moment and turn the salty bitch. Get this turned. Put that right there. Yay. Ginger Fisher, what it do, homie? Welcome back. We'll put these babies right in the middle. There we go. Bumping the net, bumping it. We got a little more room this way, looks like. Angelo, what's up, homie? How are you doing today? Get some cool knives up in the display. Go out. Get some stuff. Sean Rolf Robertson back in the saddle. Welcome back. Just a little bit of turn. There we go, Mike's Knives. Can't stay too long. Got to get that video done. I appreciate you stabbing that like button. We is back. I do like, the one thing that I like is I can see more information when I'm in YouTube right now than I can currently see during a StreamYard live. Looking for some forearm crutches. Uh-oh, what'd you do, Angelo? Why you needing them crutches? Man, we already up to 17 viewers back. Do me a favor, 40 viewers. Dang, we jumping. Do me a favor, y'all, stab that like button. Like you mean it. Really helps. I'm showing 5 likes right now. Welcome back, MPG. We getting psycho in here. Going for the crazy. You can double tap the screen to hit that like button. Quick tap tap. 59 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have y'all here. So now that we're back, Rebel, how many days exactly do we have before you get to find your next venture? Enjoy your retirement. Not deal with so many knuckleheads. They really do, MPG. It's already up to 79. That's, wow, 10 more working days. That is awesome, Rebel. Jehovah's, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Stoner's Code, what's up? Hello, well, coming in from Canada. Yay, yay. Well, you got an American stoner here saying good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. Oh, no, it'd be good afternoon. Yeah, already triple. We're up to 100 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Double tap the screen. Hit that like button for me. Molon Lobby, what's up, homie? Welcome. What's in everybody's pockets today? What are we carrying? Yeah, appreciate that. Hulk smash that like. Dead nerves in the right leg, numb hips down. That's no good. Is it due to a pinch in the sciatic area, like an L4, L5 issue? What are you dealing with, Angelo? Welcome back, Tiger Claw. nerve issues is no fun, especially now that we're getting into the winter time. That's horrible for nerves. Mark Parks, what's up, homie? Calamus Titanium 440 grade hanging out of the pocket. All right, yay, yay. Good carry. Today's carry, before I pulled it all out and dropped it on the table, was the Barbie Chambers. What's going on, homegirl? Was the Spyderco. Gons is carrying the Pyrite Light, Sig P365 Fuse, Olight Warrior Mini 3, Blue Elephant Ink, and Lancelot Wallet. And of course, an extra mag. Jay Trinidad, what's up? What's up? I don't sell knives. I collect knives. But I was carrying the Spyderco Manix Lightweight in M4, the Dimco Shark Cub, Clip Point in 20 CV and Smoked Ultim, the CJRB Nova, a full-size knife coming in at under 50 bucks. Fix the pain with the surgeries. Yeah, nerve damage is no fun. We got the Tack Knives Marlin as my EDC fixie today. Of course, the Elementum Fixed Blade Mini Damascus on the neck, like usual. And today's slip joint is the Todd Bag large sheep's foot slip joint. School says got that blue knife kind of cyan for your birthday. Nice. K Jones. Most of these you can find linked in the affiliate links below. And a lot of them have codes to save you money when you shop. Those are all in the description of this live stream. All my current affiliate codes. The fixed Elementum can be picked up on CJR, I mean on Civivi's website, but I think you can also get them on AtlanticKnives.com, White Mountain Knives. A lot of the retailers carry this fixed blade Elementum. This one, my daughter got me for Father's Day last year, and it's on my neck almost every single day. It's one of the first things I put on when I get up in the morning. Rebel Rouser today's carries a Devo Pony Stout tie with the blue accents. Kaiser Muskrat with custom orange dark matter scales. Ooh, nice. Did Dylan for the Win do those scales? Tempest Microjet and blue tie and the Ohio River Jack Warncliffe. Nice. I've got the Muskrat right here today in from the Pass Around group. And I'll have a review up on this knife shortly. I really, really like this Muskrat. This is a knife I would definitely recommend for anybody looking for an EDC fixie. I plan on buying one of these. Killer little knife. Yeah, I've really gotten into small fixed blades just recently, Mola Lobby, and I'm finding that I really love them. One that's a little chunkier that I'm enjoying carrying in my right front pocket, as with their pocket sheath and clip, is the Corvid S Fixie. This cleaver blade has been so useful. The ergos on it are fantastic. And I've been using the heck out of this. I've carried this a lot. Yes. They are still warmed up and moist. Scales by Dylan Mullins. Okay, Dylan for the Win. That's who I figured. He does some awesome custom scales. Yeah, it's the verticals go crazy. Yeah, sloppy thirds. I can get my own sloppy seconds, I guess. If you haven't already, double tap the screen to hit that like button for me. It really helps. This Corvid Fixie has been a great right fucking front pocket. Facing Parkinson's head on. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Down, down, down into the gutter we go. The vertical gutter. Carrying the Savivi Durus in orange. Nice. Nice carry, Barbie. I have one thing that I have that's coming that I'm very excited for is a viewer made a Kydex sheath for my raccoon Skinner from North Mountain Blade with that gorgeous SLD Magic San Mai. But he saw my video and loved the knife, so he bought one and decided he didn't want to carry the leather drop sheath. So he made a Kydex for his and sent me a picture. And awesome. Awesome, Dugan. Good to have you here. You look like Commander Riker from Star Trek Next Generations. But I have a really cool Kydex sheath for my raccoon with a horizontal carry strap on it coming. So I'm really looking forward to carrying this appendix carry when that sheath gets here. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous blade. Beautiful size, great EDC fixed blade, and only $72 after code DBD for razor sharp SLD Magic. North Mountain Blade is killing it. This thing in a pinch grip is beautiful. I would love to try an Asher Little Buddy. In either steel, but definitely the 3V. Leather slips, nice, Rebel. I definitely need some. So far I've only got the 2 slip joints, but I've been carrying them in the Benchmade slip that's going to be going with the bug out to Rolf Robertson. So I need something to carry the slippies in. Working for Captive Crowd all those years. It's like working for Knives Fast, but with less verticals and more baby oil. Like Knives Fast, but a Diddy Party. I can see TKE frequenting Diddy parties pre-Cole. You know, not post-Cole. She wouldn't allow it. But pre-Cole, I can see TKE hitting up some Diddy parties. Yeah, I'm not a fan normally of leather drop sheaths. That's just not how I like to carry. But I do need to get some leather slips for my slippies. Like the French Broad Jack and the Beg Large Sheep's Foot. Plus, I plan on getting more because I'm enjoying carrying sheep's foots again. With oil and GHB. Uh-oh. Said Phaser's the stunning bouncing about. Hell yeah, Rebel. Definitely let me know. Panther, what's up? Welcome back. Yeah, I go every Tuesday and every Saturday. On Saturdays, TKE gets them all oiled up for me first. So you definitely want to start at the Night's Edge on Saturday mornings and then come this way. But, yeah, now we got GHB in the party, so y'all better be ready. Things get weird when you go vertical. I bet if Diddy live streamed his parties, they would have been vertical live streams. Yeah, sub with notifications so you don't miss this soothing experience. You know, the smooth, sexy, and sultry tones of DBD's voice. That's why Rebel wasn't fully erect when he joined the stream. He didn't start at TKE this morning. Okay, now it makes sense. If you mean the Shark Cub, I'm very happy with it. I just got this 2 days ago. I have two 80-20.5s. You know, I have the 3V Tonto and an Aus 10 Sharkfoot with the Rips Garage Tech Ultim scales. And I love my 80-20.5s. This still gets you almost as much grip length because the back end is open. Almost as much grip length as an 80-20.5. You still have that half choil, but a much thinner, slicier blade stock than an 80-20.5. Here's the two side by side. Like you were looking at a much thinner blade stock. And so it is a much slicier knife. So I've got the strength in the shark foot or my Tonto, and then the sliciness of the Shark Cub is great. This is 20 CV steel and smoked Ultim, and you can get it right now for $114.99. $115 for 20 CV and Ultim at Blade HQ is a stupid deal. It's not much more than the budget Aus 10 Shark Cub, but the Ultim is smooth on the edges, so this feels much better than a stock Demco 80-20.5. So the Sharkfoot they are out of on Blade HQ. They discontinued the smoked Ultim, so this is the only version left, and that's why it's marked down to $115. But this knife is absolutely worth $115. Can you taste the smoky flavor? More subtle peppercorn. Should don't count. Smash the like out, baby. Oil ain't cheap, that's for sure. What's up, B Shady? How you living today, brother? Good to see you. This Ultim especially is rounded very nicely, and it feels much more comfortable than either of my 80-20.5s did stock. I am pretty impressed with this. Yeah, I want to check out Montana Knife Company for sure, and the TJ Swartz Overlander Sport. Love you, baby. Is one that I really want to check out. The Overland Sport looks like a fantastic fixie. But yeah, right now, this is the last one left, Rebel, is the clip point. Everywhere else is selling the Shark Cubs with 20 CV for around $200. So $115 is pretty good. Welcome back, folk. New days off, Friday and Saturday. Hey, those are good days off, be shady. I love this. The shark flock feels great on the Shark Cub. They did a fantastic job with this. It is definitely thinner than an 80-20.5, but it still feels good in the hand because the stock 80-20.5 is pretty thin. Jesse Sheldon, what's going on? Good to see you. Rita Bates, what's up and welcome. Sure, I can open up the Golden Design Works caliber. This is one of the most wicked knives I've ever had the pleasure of handling. Titanium and Magna Cut But this is a button actuated frame lock. This is their fusion lock. So you have all the methods of opening. Front flipper, rear flipper, reverse flick, thumb hole. But you can use the button instead of the frame to drop that blade, which is great because this blade can take your thumb off. It is very, very cool. I really like the frame button actuated frame lock. 2 months anniversary already out of the brace. That's good. That'd be a great present for yourself. I'm glad recovery from the surgery is going well, Vegas Dad. Yeah, this Golden Design Works caliber is quite the knife. Sold out, but the slim version goes on pre-order December 31st. And it looks wicked. This one belongs to Mark Parks. This was sent in along with this compadre for review. And you want to talk about an ergonomic beast. This compadre feels perfect in the hand in any grip. Like, however I want to hold this, it feels made for me. Yep, got hit them 3 S's. Sounds good, be shady. Yeah, this is the first Conwu I've had the chance to check out. I've really wanted to check out Conwu, and I want to check out their Ironfly budget line as well. But this compadre is a dope knife. They have so many knives that look awesome. The Chad and the mini Chad both look sick. All of them look sick. Gotcha. That's why you haven't been on TikTok much, Angelo. No, I'll admit, TikTok is somewhere I really just post. I don't watch TikTok. I will. I get on there and I try to answer anybody that's connected with me, but I don't watch TikTok. I watch YouTube and I check out Instagram. But for me, TikTok is just for posting and for answering questions. I don't spend time on TikTok. I have not had the chance to handle the Pyrotex yet. I believe TKE got to handle the Kraken. It does have better music on TikTok for sure. I think TKE's handled the Kraken, but I could be wrong. But that Pyrotech looks pretty sick. Their Fixie looks okay too, but I like the Kraken look better. Just going up into the woods to have fun today, Jesse? Or are you going up there with something in particular? You like shed hunting or just out screwing around? Reach into the Grail box for a moment. Yeah, I got my Grail box right here. And certain knives go in the Grail box instead of elsewhere. One of them is this dope Lynch Northwest exclusive Giant Mouse Ace Riv with the beautiful carbon fiber and magna cut. I love this little guy. You made the Kraken. Okay, you have not had the chance yet to handle the Pyrotech. This is such a dope little knife. The Giant Mouse Ace Riv. Mafio Bill, what's up, homie? Welcome. That's Elvis is easy access to ballot box. Yep. Yeah, add all the bad things in because it's a vertical. Might as well throw the Gaza Strip in there, TKE. This FerraMonster Aurora Rays is so high quality, and I love the reverse flick off that blade. Now, I'm just chilling since we're on the talk of slicing knives. Going to be buying the Demco 20.5. Yay, yay. Which 20.5 are you getting? Which blade shape? Which steel? I got to know. I have an Aus 10 shark foot and a 3V Tonto. I still need a slicer shark and a clip foot 80 20.5 or a clip point. Fourth trimester. Fourth trimester should be mandatory. Kevlin's gonna. Oh no, you think Kevlin's gonna stop Benchmade from price gouging? Vegas dad. Oh no. Yeah, the Glideman is my favorite of the three still Revel because of the ergos. But I love this Aurora Rays. Reverse flick off of the blade coating is fantastic. And the Urban Grip is such a dope knife as well. And code DBD saves you like $30 on this knife. Such a great knife. You can feel their decades of experience in OEMing for other knife companies in all three of these knives. You can tell they've been around for a long time. Their first three knives are all home runs. Red trucker hat on Diddy, so we think he's working class. Nice, Mafio Bill. Going with the Blade HQ exclusive. TKE has that one in the Slicer Shark. And of the 80 20.5s, that is the one that's one of the probably the highest on my Grail list. Because I want to see their stock or their Ultim, and I really want to try the Slicer Shark blade. Because obviously the shark foot is not made to be slicey. Great working knife, not made to be slicey. But that Slicer Shark blade with their stock Ultim is very high on my list. I might have bought that if they hadn't had just discontinued the Shark Cubs in the smoked Ultim, and I've really wanted one of these. They only had one style left, and so I decided I better get this before it was gone. And I'm glad I did. Okay, sounds good, TKE. That would be dope to compare it. After that, I can shoot you the 3V Tonto if you want to check it out. All right, KO. Have a great weekend. Good to see you, homie. If y'all haven't yet, do me a favor and double tap the screen to stab that like button. Send the Grail box, we'll call it even. Yeah, that Slicer Shark in Ultim looks dope. if I didn't already have two 80/20.5s, I probably would have got that one instead of the Shark Cub. But I needed to check out the Shark Cub, and I'm so glad I did. Because it's such a perfect little slicey companion to my 80/20.5s. My top grail currently is an 80/20 in pretty much any of the blade steels or blade shapes. I just want an 80/20 or an 80/20S. I don't even need the full tie. Like, I'd be happy with G10 and upgrading scales later. But an 80/20 is now very, very high on my list. A couple creators, not that it's necessary because these are beautifully smooth, but a couple content creators have skiffed these FerraMonsters, and they say this feels like a $500, $600 knife with skiffs. That's cool, Mafio Bill. For me, Grail is want, not price. For me, a Grail doesn't have to be expensive. And something that means a lot to me also lives in the Grail box. So, like, these were Grails anyway. They were Grails of mine, and these were this one was bought by my wife and daughter, and my daughter bought me this one. So these mean extra to me and live in the Grail box. But not all the knives in my Grail box are expensive. My Jimmy Crow custom Parrot, a very inexpensive knife, lives in my Grail box because it means so much to me. Take it easy, TKE. Have a good one, homie. But this lives in my Grail box just because of what it means to me coming from the homie Jimmy Crow. So, most of the stuff in the Grail box is more expensive, but my New Breed EDC Clydesdale, which is only $125, lives in my Grail box. This means this was one of my first Grails to me. Finally caught your dragon last week and got the Norseman. Oh, nice. Yeah, my first knife that I bought that was a Grail to me, that I bought myself, was my 20 CV drop bear with the Toxic Storm carbon fiber. I wanted one of the premium drop bears, was on my Grail list, and I think I got this one for like $151, or maybe it was even a little bit less than that on sale. And this is my first fat carbon, my first 20 CV. Nice. The ProTech Godfather. Yeah, that's a nice one. But so, not everything that's in my box was expensive, though. Your first Grail knife was a Benchmade grip. Nice. Welcome, No Attack It. A Benchmade grip is on my list. I got the Benchmade bug out, and it wasn't for me, even after I upgraded it. D Stokes. It just not for me, and so I traded it to Rolf Robertson. But the grip is high on my list. The blue knife is the Golden Design Works Caliber. 3.75 inches of Magna Cut. Oh, nice. It just got legal. And this is rocking their Fusion Lock, which is a button actuated frame lock. So you can work it just like a frame lock. Or you've got the nice button action. As we grab a band-aid, because like I said, at some point, if you try to use it as a frame lock, you're going to drop that slicey blade on your thumb. Well, I just proved that you should only use the button. That one's going to be super glued later just because of where it is, but for now, we'll band-aid it. Right on my knuckle, of course. Directly on my thumb knuckle. So, like I said, use the button. Yeah, that's BS. A Mafia. He's up in that Super Blue, Massachusetts. Yeah, we're looking forward after the Deadly Dollar graduates next year. We are looking forward to moving out of blue Washington to a red southern state. That's as political as I'm willing to get, but I gotta go red. 2 grail knives you got your hands on, the Junkyard Dog 2 from Kershaw, and the Sander and Torino Carbon, which is such an insane knife, and I'm so disappointed that it has developed lock rock for you. I would return it and expect another one. No, we're not moving to Idaho. Idaho has fantastic laws, and I do like Idaho and Montana. Montana is one of my favorite states to go to. I love their laws. But they're too cold for me with all my spinal surgeries. I'm moving south to go red. So even though I like Idaho and Montana's laws, they just get too dang cold. But Mafia or KO, Idaho and Montana both have fantastic laws now for guns and legal marijuana, which is important to me. Idaho and Montana both got that now, but it's just too cold. No, Mark. Yeah, Mark says it doesn't mean it's mine now. That is caliber cut me. He's not letting the caliber claim me. Montana is wonderful. It is, Zach. It is. Montana's fantastic. It's only too damn cold. I love it. It's too cold. I can't take cold. But we've looked at New Mexico is one I was looking at for quite a while. MPG. The Mrs. Deadly has family in Texas, and the Deadly daughter's thinking about college in Texas, but Texas still has shitty weed laws, and so I'm very iffy on Texas, even though I don't mind the state, but I want legal marijuana. Hey, welcome, Noah. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, see, I can't take that, Zach. I've been through some nasty storms in Montana. The Deadly wife and I, Mrs. Deadly, we've been in Montana a lot on motorcycle business, and I've been there all different times of the year through some horrible weather that just was too painful. I can't do it. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs in Texas. All right, get them honeydews. Be safe these last 10 days, Rebel. Stay safe. Too close to the end of the trail to get stupid. Gotcha, MPG. Yeah, with the nerve damage and such, I don't function well without it. So I like being able to go into a legal store, know exactly what I'm buying, be able to buy tinctures or stuff other than just herb if I want. I've had some fun in Anaconda, or I mean, not in Anaconda. I've had some fun in Montana, Zach. It's just definitely not a place I could live. Plus, it's one of the states that has the most motorcycle on critter accidents. Montana is one of the worst for motorcycle and critter accidents. And there are critters way too big that I ain't going to win a motorcycle accident with. And so, yeah, when you got moose and elk and bear and I mean everything, huge critters, motorcycles don't win. I've hit one deer on a motorcycle and was lucky enough to keep it up. I never want to try that again. I'm gonna grab some more water. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, forgot the water. I'm back. Want to move the bozeman? Got hit by a hummingbird, right? Yeah, I've hit a lot of birds. The Mrs. Deadly and I have hit a lot of birds on motorcycles. That happens. It's for rule number 9. Always carry a knife. So that's why you always see 9 on top and 9 in the front. Yeah, nobody watches for motorcycles. I've been hit by cars. I've had to kick off of vehicles many times. Wildcard, welcome. Ordered a Dauntless V4. Damn, that is nice. Yeah, I try to always have rule number 9 showing. Plus 45, I mean, doesn't hurt. That's why I do 4 and 5 instead of, say, 3 and 6. That Dauntless is one nice knife.
Oh, thank God.
Just pulled up the V4. Oh! That is one wicked little blade. Or not necessarily little, one wicked fixie. Yeah, man, that's hard to go a few months without buying a knife. Oh, you should be able to replace them, Zach, and throw a little Loctite on them. MPG, do you and Tony ride? Yeah, that's the other thing that that's my other big money pit besides knives is motorcycles. Mrs. Deadly and I have a few Harleys and an Indian in the garage. That not an inexpensive addiction by any means. Little brass lock back from Rough Rider. Nice. I've been wanting to check out some of the Rough Riders. Gotcha, MPG. Very cool. Yeah, Rough Rider, now that I'm getting back into traditional style knives, Rough Rider makes quite a few at good price points that look legitimately worth checking out to me. They make several nice Warney slip joints that I would like to try. Now that I'm enjoying slip joints so much more, Rough Rider has so many in that $20 to $40 price range that look fantastic. That can happen, MPG. Oh yeah, these bags are sick. I don't know what else is on the way. I'd shown this one off a few times, and the other owner, not Todd, but Mattia reached out to me and he liked my content with these or with this, and he's going to be sending me. I don't know if he's sending me one or more, but he's sending me some more slip joints to check out. So that's really cool because I love this full size slippy. You can do plenty of work with this big old slip joint. That's a good win. And like $54 for 14C and fantastic construction. They're a great deal as well. Tack Extreme isn't one I'm familiar with, Zach. Yeah, these you're getting. I haven't tried the Jack Wolf Steel series, but it's very, very similar materials for $200 that this guys are giving you for $50, and these are done very, very well. We back, B Shady. I've been very, very happy with this slip joint, and I'm really looking forward to what Matthias sends me next. That hedgehog slippy, that's one that I've really been looking at from TPK. I like the blade on it quite a bit on the hedgehog, and the handle looks very comfortable. I believe TPK is going to be sending me a couple of the factory seconds to look at. No clue what. But after I get that box, depending on what's in that, is when I'll be looking at grabbing a hedgehog. Not knowing what they're sending, I don't want to grab one and then have a factory second one show up. So just wait until I see what I get from them. I appreciate you guys been using my code at TPK to save you all some money when you shop there. No issues with my cub. It was very dry from the factory. Like it needed a drop of KPL on both sides of the blade. But once it had a drop of KPL on both sides, fantastic. So fidgety. You know, I can play with it with my thumb. It's just perfect. Frost Cutlery sells Tack Extreme. Gotcha. Yeah, Vegas fixies and slippies. I've just recently gotten into. I think that's ridiculous. Wild card. Absolutely ridiculous. I would absolutely recommend a Rock Toll Gen R with the VGT 10 blade over that any day. Um, or I'm about to put together the Roxxon Flex that you can set up with tools and blades and everything exactly how you want to put it. I've got all these different accoutrements for the Flex, and I'm going to build the Flex exactly how I want it. I think some of these other companies are bringing much better value than Leatherman. Slip joints with pocket clips. Yeah, that would be cool. I need to get some leather slips because I don't have any for my slippies at the moment, and I don't like to just drop these in my pocket without something. So I wouldn't mind checking out some of the slips that have pocket clips on them, but I want to get some leather slips for these so that I can just drop them in my what would be my fifth pocket, but on my 511 pocket pants, it's my magazine pocket. But yeah, I've been out of slip joints for over 20 years. You got an arc as a birthday gift. Nice. See, I would love to have an arc. I'm not willing to pay for an arc. Not even the regular $235. I think that's stupid price just to upgrade the blade to Magna Cut. Would I love a Magna Cut blade in my tool? Of course. Does the arc look like the best set of tools they've put together into one? Yes. But I can build my own multi-tool with Roxxon for a quarter of the price. Renee Chavez, what's up and welcome. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a arc. If I won an arc, I'd be happy. Big E, the knife nut, what it do? But I won't pay $250 for an arc. I'm just not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna eat that broccoli. There is too much. My day is going very well, Renee. Thank you. Hope yours is as well. Stephen Park likes bayonets. Very cool. Very cool. Zach. So I don't know the actual website, but if you look at Lefty's or Neve Knives streams, they both have a link for a company that I don't remember the name of that sells screws, like body screws, pivot screws, pocket screws, sell all types of pieces. Spartico, what's up? Because I'm a big fan of Demco. But I don't remember the name of the company. But Lefty and Neves Knives both link a site in their affiliate links that sells the screws and such of all different materials so that you can replace stuff that's missing from a knife. I need to get a link with that company. I haven't yet. Spyderco and Demco's are possibly two of my favorite companies by far. Yeah, McNeese would be dope. And I've got the two 80-20.5s and now the Shark Cub and almost tipped the camera because this was hanging on it. And the Armiger 2 Demco. I love Dimcos. I love Shark or Spyderco, but the Shark lock is one of my favorite locks of all time. I don't know, Renee Chavez, 100 and something knives, probably. I think one live stream, one Tuesday last month, I think we pulled out over 60 knives. The Dimco Fixie, it's on a keychain. It has a very nice sheath that you can put the blade in either way, and it has fantastic retention. This one is on a paracord from Alicord Paracord. This was given to me by Chris Warris, but the sheath on the Dimco holds it in there very, very well. All over, Zach. Rough Rider Carnivore Jack, that would be dope. Yeah, any of them that come with a slip is very cool. I get my stuff all over, Zach. A lot of the stuff is sent in from my affiliate links, but those affiliate links that you see below, that's where I typically buy my knives. I don't have a singular favorite, Renee Chavez. Too many of them mean a lot to me. One of my favorites is this 80-20.5 because my daughter bought it. One of my favorites is my PM2 from my wife and my daughter. I love last year's anniversary present from my wife. So it's not just expensive knives. I have budget knives that mean a lot to me, but I don't have a singular favorite. And no, I no longer have my very first knife. I started collecting knives when I was very, very young. And I had a big box of knives when I went into the service that got stolen. So I lost several hundred knives while I was in the service. And just had a few tactical knives after that until a couple of years ago when I started really collecting again. I agree, Mafio. That was what initially sold me on the 80-20.5 is that mechanical sound. It's such a cool mechanical sound. Yeah, I had a lot of slippies and a lot of backlocks, a lot of the traditional style knives from my collection as a kid. My stepfather went to a lot of large gun shows, boat shows, stuff like that. And there was always knife vendors. I had early Spydercos back when they were inexpensive-ish. But all of that was together when I was in the service and it all got gone. Spyderco, this blue knife is insane. This is the Golden Design Works caliber in Magna Cut and titanium with their fusion lock, a button actuated frame lock. Yeah, the plastic pocket clips. My swords, I actually gave away to one of my motorcycle brothers a couple of years ago. I had a claymore. I had a few swords that were just in my bedroom up against a wall. And I had a brother that was big into swords, and I was more into carryable knives. And so I gave those away as a gift. So I don't currently have any swords. I still have a couple of, like 14-inch buoys and stuff like that. Like I have a buoy that's almost a machete, but that would be my largest knife at the moment. I'm going to grab one knife that I just found the other day that I have yet to show off to anybody. Yeah, first, the wife and I were pirates for Halloween. So, since I didn't have swords, this is what I wore as my sword. A big old Schrade buoy. But one knife that I found the other day that I have never shown on the channel is my single action tack comm or tack knife out the front. This guy has a big ol' out the front blade that flies out, but this one's single action. So you press the button and then pull the handle to release it and reload it. So it has a safety, fire it, and pull that safety back and pull that back. So this thing is very, very powerful. This is one that isn't going to go off track if it's shooting into something like my double actions will. Yeah, these will go through your hand because not only is it sharp enough, but the spring is way stronger. And these are not built with the safety that a double action is built with to fall off of the track if it meets skin, or if it meets resistance. If this were to fire out, it would go into my hand because it's not going to go off track. And we're looking at an over 4-inch blade. It's a big, big boy. For gold knives, you asked if I have any gold knives. I have a lot. I have a dozen Ultim knives with Ultim scales in the gold amber color. Lots of Ultim. And then I have the rose gold Bowie Pyrite, which is a fantastic looking knife. And the rose gold Corvette S that I really like. That would be gold. Yeah, this one is actually only $60. Tack Knives does amazing prices, and I have a 20% discount code with Tack Knives. So whether you're looking at double action premiums or a big old wicked single action, you can save 20% at Tack Knives with my code and link in the description. Yeah, they are very, very loud and sound dope. This one has a Kydex sheath with a belt clip and a tech lock. Oh. Benny, what's up? West Coast, United States, Zach. How about you? Well, you're from Montana. You already said that. Yeah. Tack Knives and Tack Comm does well with button strength. I don't like the ones that are hard to push, but these Tack Comm knives are all very, very nice to use. This one's a little stronger. This one, the Tack Comm Vigor, very, very easy to use. I've heard that Kershaw's button is very good as well. But yeah, I'm very impressed with Comm and Tac knives. Yeah, I want the Grunt Vuk. The Grunt looks dope. This stubby is really cool as well. I like this stubby a lot. OTF utility blades, they're cool. I mean, they're cool to have. I have a button lock utility blade from Hytron that's pretty cool. It's fun to carry in my utility pouch so that I have a utility blade for cutting through gunky stuff that if I'm cutting through a bunch of tape or something that might have staples in it, I might rather use my utility blade than one of my nice blades. They're great for that. Yeah, I've heard that heretics can be really, really strong on the buttons. I haven't had a chance to mess with much Microtech buttons. The one that I would like to see is how well the Max Ace OTFs are. Mine, I can push them, but my skin, especially in the wintertime, it dries and it cracks. And after making a video with the TACCOMs, and I did OTFs for several days in a row, the skin on my thumb just split open from doing several days of OTF videos. Yep. Yep. Another reason it'll be nice to move south. That's not fun. If it's strong and sharp, that's going to really eat up your skin. I've heard that the newer Microtechs with their new, I don't remember what they call their switch, but with the crud cutter, and I've heard their new switch is really, really nice. Adventure Man, what's up? Which one? You like the Shark Cub? Or you liking the 80 20.5s that are on the table? Yeah, Illinois weather, man, you get some of that lake effect snow. That ain't no fun. This is my newest Demco. I've had the 80 20.5s for a year. Oh, the green? Yeah. Yeah, this is the DLT exclusive 3V Tonto with a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip that I went with the tanager anodized because this is going to get aluminum scales that are black with pink splatters from Original Goat because my daughter bought me this. So I went with the bright colors. But that's the 3V Tonto. Yeah, the Midwest I don't think would be good for me. Hope she didn't put a spell on you, Vegas. Yeah, this 3V Tonto is such a great blade because it's a drop Tonto. You know, it's got a drop to that tip. So it's almost in line with the center of the pivot. So both the primary and secondary tip are very easy to use. And then you have just the slightest bit of belly. What's up, Eagle Scout EDC? Welcome, homie. What's going on? Ed Durbin. Edyards. I have a few, if you're talking about Rambo knives, I have a few very large Bowie knives in different sizes, this being the largest. But I tend to collect knives I can carry. I prefer, if I'm going to rock a bigger fixed blade, I like something that's a little more manageable. Easier to carry, easier to use. You want to see a wicked one? Damn Designs Finrear Fixie. This thing is wicked. You want to talk about a beef jerky defense knife? Ain't nobody getting your beef jerky with this knife. Like, this is perfect for beef jerky defense. Carrying the M1 backpacker. That's nice. Yeah, that Dauntless is going to be dope. I'm a huge fan of the 80-20s, 20.5s Eagle Scout. And that now I got the Shark Cub. And 80-20 is next for my Demco collection. I really want the Big Daddy size. No, these aren't for sale. Well, actually, almost every one of these are for sale at the affiliate links in the description of this video, and most of them have discount codes. Later, folk. So if you're looking for a lot of these knives, you can find them linked below. You can find affiliate links for retailers below that sell them. But my personal knives aren't for sale. I'm a collector. It's very hard for me to even trade a knife. SOG Terminus XR and the Wave Plus. Nice. Have a good one, folk. Yeah, it's very hard for me to carry get rid of knives once I own them. I don't like to sell knives very often, and it's hard for me to trade. I can trade knives easier than selling because I get more. What's up, Water Gaming HD? Welcome. Cedar City, Utah. Yeah, I've ridden through Utah. I've had to do a lot of stuff down in Salt Lake City. And I tell you, the soccer moms and minivans are wicked bitches down there that do not care about motorcycles at all. The minivan moms in Utah are crazy. Or in their SUVs. The soccer van moms in their SUVs are just as bad. And there are some weird roads in Utah on overpasses and such where the lane changes sides as you go across. It's so retarded. Bro, minivan moms in Salt Lake City, Utah are a different breed of drivers. 100%. No brass knuckle knives with spikes. That's a felony to carry in Washington, even with a concealed carry permit. So you're going to lose your concealed carry permit if you have brass knucks on you. Washington is hell on knucks. That's why I don't mess with knucks. Yeah, been down there on bikes too, Eagle Scout. Yeah, riding is the way for me. Yeah, he's a little glow-in-the-dark duck. This was sent in by FidgetDuckEdc. He made my 3D printed disabled but deadly channel cards. And he also sent in some fidgets for giveaways. And he included a little glow-in-the-dark duck. And so the little duck is in all of my videos. He's in every short. He's in every live. The little duck is always there by my dice. This one way back here, this is the Kaiser Yorkie by Ray Laconico. This is the new Nitro V version. So very inexpensive, a very snappy little fifth pocket knife. Plenty of room to choke up on that flipper tab. But just a insanely snappy little flipper. You can light switch it. It's made for light switching, but a push button works just fine. no jimping on the flipper, but it's angled in a way you don't need it. And as soon as that flipper, or as soon as that detent is broken, it flies. That's the New Yorkie in Nitro V. And pretty inexpensive through Geyser. This came in via the pass around group with the Kaiser Task, the Kaiser Muskrat Fixie, and the Kaiser Smolt Fixie in 3V. So I'll be posting reviews on these Kaisers shortly and then sending these on to the next reviewer. That makes sense, Vegas. They use them kiddos. Try to keep them out of trouble. But yeah, these guys are fixies. They're doing a really good job. I only wear 5'11" tactical pants, Alex. So I have plenty of pocket space. I have EDC pouches in my cargo pockets with more tools. I'm always pretty set. Yeah, I think that they're going to make a 3V Muskrat wildcard. I really do think they will. It's become very popular. It's a fantastic little fixie. And I hope they do the 3V with micarta or Ultim. I'd do Ultim and 3V on a Muskrat. But great little knife. Awesome sheath for a pocket dropper. The clip that they put on it works great on a belt. But if you got a pocket clip for this, like an ulti clip, perfect pocket dropper. I would love to try this in a pocket. I need to get an ulti clip because I've really enjoyed carrying this in the right front pocket. Yeah, the blue tick is a pretty cool looking knife. I really, really want the new Baby Banter Fixie. That looks perfect pocket dropping size. Thank you, Renee. This one actually belongs to the homie Mark Parks. He sent it in so that I could review it and make some content with it. Golden Design Works caliber, just an insane knife. I'll be cutting a review on this soon. That and the compadre were both sent in by Mark Parks so that I could cut some content on these. Awesome, awesome knives. This is such a fun front flipper for fidgeting. It's done so well, so easy. The deckhand does look good, but I've heard that it's not a great sheath. Yeah, after you check it out for a while, that would be cool, wildcard. I'm easiest to reach if you have IG. I'm easiest to reach on IG via a DM. Midnight, what's up? Welcome. I love this urban grip. Such a nice premium knife. And so is its brother, the Aurora Rays. With Just had you. I'm probably seeing you and missing you. I was just flicking the Aurora Ray. Oh, I put it in my pocket. This is another really, really nice FerraMonster. The Aurora Rays with the flipper tab that also the reverse flick off the blade is so nice. I love it when you find that you can use an opening method that it wasn't designed for. Like a reverse flick on a knife with no hole. Or the first time I got to check out a shaman, I saw that jimping on the front and immediately realized I could front flip a shaman. Now I just need a shaman because the first one I tried was so easy to front flip. Or like Chris Warris is damn near impossible. Gotcha. Chris Warris loaned me the anniversary Elementum with the S35VN and Fat Carbon to check out. And it's got a great flipper, of course, but the first thing I realized was that I could reverse flick off of that blade. So even the non-coated blade on the Elementum is enough edge for you to grab and flick. Yes, you'll find on Etsy, Alex, a lot of 3D printed scales. Some look better than others, but there are some companies offering them, but there's a lot of people on. Yeah, the Band-Aid is essential, Dylan. And so, there's always a box of Band-Aids at the desk. Below the desk, I've got a first aid kit. And I have super glue. I use super glue a lot. Exactly, Wildcard. You got to reverse flick. I use a lot of Band-Aids, a lot of super glue. But if you look on Etsy, Alex, and search 3D printed scales and then the name of the knife, you can find a lot of Demco, a lot of Civivi scales, a lot of Spyderco 3D printed scales. Yeah, there's Unlock Composite, RGT. Yeah, lots of 3D stuff. Unlock Composites, I have some of their carbon fiber scales and love them. RGT, I have their Ultim scales and love them. Yeah, I hear you, Eagle Scout. Though when I want to carry a knife lefty, I carry it in my I always have a knife for my left hand, but I carry it in my left rear pocket because then the pocket clip is in the right spot and it puts the blade up against the corner of the pocket just like it does in my right front. So my left rear is where I carry a right-handed knife for my left hand, but it has to be one with a locking method that I can use left-handed. So this is one of the knives that I'll sometimes carry left-handed, and it'll be in my left rear pocket instead of my front. Yeah, I always have a knife in my left rear pocket because you never know if your right hand can't get to something and you need to use your left hand for a knife. So there's always one in my left rear pocket. I typically have my main knife in the right front, a backup in my right rear. My left-handed knife is in my left rear. My neck knife, a fixie on the belt, and then stuff like multi-tools and all of that in my EDC pouches. And if I'm carrying, like if my right hand pocket is carrying a real nice knife that I don't necessarily want to hand to somebody if they ask to borrow a knife, then my right rear will be a budget knife that I'd much more likely be willing to hand to somebody. Oh, you can't see it. My shirts cover them. I like to have a fixed blade appendix carry where the handle is right in front of my belt buckle. This is about as big as I like to go for that. But I'll carry this to much smaller, like this, at right in front of my belt buckle. So it's easy to reach down and grab. And then if you are ever wrapped up from behind and you can't really reach down to your pockets, it's really easy to get a knife handle that's in front of your belt. And then if it's a fixed blade, easy to use in that beef jerky defense scenario. Watermelon Kush diamonds. Ooh, that sounds good. When I finish this up, I'll be going out and hitting some Cherrylicious and some ice cream sandwich. That's my favorite place to carry a fixie because it's the easiest way to get to it. It's the fastest way to draw a fixie for me. Wild card is right in front of my belt buckle. I used to carry Scout in the small of my back, which is great for riding. But Joe Widmar, what's up? It's not as easy for me since the neck surgeries to reach around and pull from the small of my back. So I started carrying right in front of my belt buckle, and I like that a lot better. So easy to reach down and grab. If you're looking for a fixed blade for EDC, this Tack Knives Marlin is only $40 after my 20% discount. And it looks wild, but it is so useful for EDC. This hollow ground recurve portion will trap materials when you're cutting. Very slicey. This flat grind out to the front is slicey as heck. And all the different angles work great in a pinch grip, in a saber grip. And this hollow grind is one of the sharpest grinds I've ever received. I can make little confetti all I want. Look at those little curls of confetti. Or I can slice all the way through. I can do S curves with this thing, and it's $40. Yeah, this one's Tack Knives. Their other company, Tack Knives Marlin. So you use the EDC with DBD 20 to save 20%, all lowercase. Link in the description. $40 and well worth it. Stonewash D2 and so slicey. And the ergos are actually fantastic. I thought that I was going to think it was, I initially expected to feel that it was too big for appendix carry, but actually it's perfect. And then all these angles on the blade make whatever task you're trying to do easy. You'll dig it, homie. I know you're definitely become a Comm Tack Knives fan. This on the opposite end of, you got the most expensive knife. This on the opposite end at $40 after discount is just as cool. That's on my belt right now. I do like to have That's why I like to carry, one of the reasons I like to carry a slip joint on me now, Eagle Scout, is a slip joint to most people is also less threatening than snapping open one of our flipper knives or something. And also, like, if I'm going to an event where I believe I'm going to pull it out and it might just scare people, like we've had ROTC events at the school where we were going to be eating steak and I wasn't going to use their crappy plastic knife. So I brought my baby Banter because my baby Banter ain't going to scare anybody, but it's still plenty sharp and easy to use to cut steak. So I do like to. Renee Chavez, have a good one. Thank you for chilling. So I do also like to have a less threatening knife on me. Um, something like this Giant Mouse Ace Riv. Plenty of Magnica blade for me to use, but not gonna scare people. So if I'm carrying my wicked M4, I probably have something that's less likely to scare somebody when I pull it out. We do a lot with my daughter's programs. And so when I pull a knife there, I try to make it a little less scary. We were at one dinner and I was using my baby Banter to cut steak. And this command sergeant major tried to come by, the guy that runs the program, tried to give me crap for the baby Banter being small. He was like, "Oh, do you need a real knife?" And I was wearing a suit. And he pulled out some pocket knife that's a little bit bigger than the baby Banter. At which point I started pulling out, that was the next one to come out was the drop bear. I had another knife behind me. And then even though I was wearing a suit, he couldn't see it. I pulled out my Elementum fixed blade. And he was like, "Okay, never mind." And walked away from the table. Yeah. But I was using the baby Banter so that it wouldn't scare anybody. Yeah, he put his pocket knife away and kind of slunk away with his tail between his legs. And I didn't even pull my neck knife or. I've always liked blades and always had a couple. I lived by in the army. It was drilled into me: one is none and two is one, because you're probably going to break something. So if you only have one knife and you break it, you're screwed. So one is none and two is one. You got to carry at least two knives. But then you got to think about your left hand. You got to think about stuff. You got to think about different uses. There's reasons to carry multiple knives. Take it easy, Mafio Bill. Yes, very, very true, T-Fetch. Which is why, in theory, I have a lot of fiberglass and Kydex pokies that are made for theoretical events like that. I would never recommend anybody carry anything through a metal detector. But theoretically, I've heard of people taking plenty of sharp and pokey objects made of other materials into events. And I could theoretically confirm that it works just fine. G10 Sharpies, fantastic tools. But I would never recommend it, of course. Yeah, the highlighters. Tack Knives sells them with all different color G10 tips. There's a lot of places that do, but Tack Knives is where I've gotten most of mine. I also have titanium Sharpies from them because those were first. But as soon as they started doing G10, I did have to pick up G10. But titanium Sharpies are nice as well. I would theoretically require that my very beautiful 17-year-old girl carry a titanium Sharpie on her everywhere she goes. Theoretically. Not in real life, of course. Yay, T-Fetch. I remember the highlighters from back in the day. Those were so fun. Those and the Zippos, that where the Zippo was replaced with a bowl, were another good one. Yes. Something like this makes a great trucker bag knife because it's sharp enough to do what you need, but it's strong enough to be apocalypse level. You can do whatever you needed to it. Yeah, time to buy 5 to 10 more. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody spending some of your Saturday with me, but my throat is giving out. And it's time for me to step out in the garage and hit that Cherrylicious and ice cream sandwich. Yep, time for dabs and lunch, everybody. Stacy, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Just in time to say hello before we shut her down. I hope everybody has a killer weekend. If he's still going, pop over and say hi to Luke. If you didn't, don't forget G-Ball Vision tonight. Always got to catch you some G-Ball. You as well. Much love, Be Shady. And I will see y'all next time. Stay safe, stay frosty, stay deadly.